Hey, this is Shane from Green Hills Guitar Studio. And in this series of lessons, we're going to be talking about fingerstyle guitar. I work with a lot of singer-songwriters that are trying to find something new to do with their creativity and their playing, and then also guitar players that are trying to do the same, trying to expand on their skill set for live and in the studio. And developing your right hand technique is a really wise thing to start doing if you're a songwriter or a guitar player. So what I thought we would do here, if you've done any fingerstyle stuff, this will probably show you some more patterns and hopefully get you to think about things a little differently, show you some techniques that will help clean up your playing, work on weaker fingers, and have a more balanced sound. And if you're new to this, that's fine. I designed this course. This is volume 1. There'll be a couple more volumes, so that the primary focus can be on the right hand. We're not going to get any bar chords or inversions or moving around a lot, because we want to focus on developing the right hand evenly. And then you'll see as we go along that there are probably some things going on in the left hand that you need to adjust anyway, like getting on your tips to getting things to ring clearly. So I didn't want to do too much with the left hand because there will be some adjustments anyway. So we'll do this with some simple open position chords, and then it'll stay in the open position, but we'll do some things in different keys. We'll do different right hand techniques as well. And most of these things that we'll do in these first lessons will be kind of, fingerstyle things that you could use in like pop or country or acoustic stuff, just an all-around focus on the right hand. We'll do some kind of more blues stuff in the next series, but we're just going to work on developing the thumb and these 3 fingers, so that you get a more well-rounded kind of approach. When I work with people at the studio, I approach it where we do kind of some acoustic, fingerstyle stuff, we do some classical stuff, and we do some blues stuff, so that you have a pretty well-rounded approach with your right hand. When I was in college, I studied classical guitar pretty intensely for about 4.5 years. And I didn't realize it at the time, but how much it would be a payoff for me later, because I really developed my right hand. Classical is a pretty brutal instrument. All of your tone comes from your hands. You can't hide behind anything, and you have to really be conscious of what you're doing. And your weaknesses or anything in your technique that isn't consistent will show up in your playing. And by working on that stuff a lot, then it really set me up for utilizing my right hand, like with country guitar or fingerstyle stuff, singer-songwriter stuff, doing a bunch of acoustic stuff in the studio for people. So it was pretty beneficial to me at the time, but especially afterwards, because I had developed this right hand facility. So we're going to jump in here, and usually when people start kind of teaching fingerstyle, they focus on like this finger and this finger. The third finger is weak. We're going to jump in and do all 3 fingers, because you need to be working on this one sooner rather than later, or these 2 will just keep developing, and then this one's going to get further behind.